Plate tectonics and rock cycle unit test. Please make sure you have your name, first and last, and your student ID number on your answer sheet, not the test, on your answer sheet. You will need to bubble in your student ID number. Number 1. Earth has three main compositional layers, one of which is the mantle. Which answer describes the mantle? A. The thin and solid outermost layer. B. The innermost layer of iron and nickel. C. The hot layer of rock between the crust and the core. D. The liquid layer that encloses a solid ball of iron and nickel. Question 2. Over a long period of time, igneous rock can change into sedimentary rock. What must happen to igneous rock before it can change into sedimentary rock? A. It must be broken down into sediment. B. It must melt and become magma. C. Its minerals must dissolve in water. D. It must be exposed to high pressure and temperature. Question 3. Earth has 5 layers based on physical properties: the inner core, the outer core, the mesosphere, the asthenosphere, and the lithosphere. Which of these layers do the tectonic plates move on top of? A. The outer core. B. The lithosphere. C. The mesosphere. Or D. The asthenosphere. Question 4. Florida is not close to the edge of a tectonic plate. Therefore, which one of the following features does not exist in or beneath Florida? A. Crust. B. Mantle. C. Tectonic plate. D. Tectonic plate boundary. Question 5. The Red Sea formed as the African plate moved apart from the Arabian plate. Which type of boundary was involved in the formation of the Red Sea? So the Red Sea was formed as the African plate moved apart from the Arabian plate. Which type of boundary was involved in the formation of the Red Sea? A. Transform. B. Divergent. C. Stationary. Or D. Convergent boundary. Question 6. What are the mechanisms that have been proposed to explain the movement of Earth's tectonic plates? A. Slab pull and seafloor spreading. B. Mantle convection and continental drift. C. Mantle convection, ridge push, and slab pull. D. Seafloor spreading and continental drift. Question 7. Granite forms when liquid magma slowly cools within the Earth's crust. If the granite is exposed to intense heat and pressure, it can change into gneiss. Which type of change takes place when granite turns into gneiss? A. Sedimentary rock changes to igneous rock. B. Igneous rock changes to metamorphic rock. C. Metamorphic rock changes to igneous rock. Or D. Sedimentary rock changes to metamorphic rock. Question 8. Earth can be divided into 3 layers: the core, the mantle, and the crust. How are these 3 layers identified? A. By their plate tectonics. B. Their structural features. C. Their physical properties. D. Their chemical compositions. Question 9. Volcanoes often form at a convergent plate boundary. Which set of arrows represents a convergent plate boundary? You will need to make sure you study the arrows and bubble in the correct answer. Question 10. Unlike Florida, a transform boundary passes through California. What happens at a transform boundary that can cause an earthquake? A. Two plates collide. B. Two plates move in the same direction. C. Two plates move away from each other. D. Two plates slide or glide past each other. Question 11. Over time, repeated cycles of heating and cooling can cause a rock to crack. The rock may then break into smaller pieces. What is this process called? A. Deposition. B. Erosion. C. Subsidence. D. Weathering. Question 12. What is magma? A. Blocks. B. Solid rock. C. Molten rock. D. Volcanic ash. Question 13. What happens at a divergent tectonic plate boundary? A. Two tectonic plates move horizontally past one another along the Earth's surface, forming long fault lines. B. Two tectonic plates pull away from one another, forming a rift or ridge. C. Two tectonic plates pull away from one another, decreasing rock deformation. D. Two tectonic plates collide with one another, causing subduction and/or mountain building. Question 14. Earth can be divided into 5 layers: the lithosphere, the asthenosphere, the mesosphere, the outer core, the inner core. Which properties do scientists use to make these divisions? A. Compositional properties. B. Physical properties. C. Chemical properties. D. Elemental properties. Question 15. The movement of tectonic plates is so slow and gradual that you cannot see or feel them moving. As a result, scientists depend on the Global Positioning System, GPS, to verify tectonic plate motion. Satellites can identify and measure the small distances that GPS ground stations move over time. And what units is the movement of tectonic plates measured? A. Meters a day. B. Meters a week. C. Centimeters a year. D. Kilometers a month. Question 16. Fossils of the same plants and animal species have been found on continents that are separated by the Atlantic Ocean. Which of the following statements does this observation support? A. These animals and plants crossed the Atlantic Ocean. B. The Atlantic Ocean was once a large body of fresh water. C. The continents that are now separated by the Atlantic Ocean once formed a single landmass. D. The continents that are now separated by the Atlantic Ocean have the same kind of organisms today as they did millions of years ago. Question 17. Which of these choices is an example of a way a geologist would use relative dating? A. Determining the minerals that make up rocks. B. Placing rock layers in order of oldest to youngest. C. Classifying rocks as igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic. D. Using radioactive isotopes to determine the exact age of rock samples. Question 18. An igneous intrusion cuts through 3 layers of sedimentary rock. Which rock is the youngest? A. The igneous intrusion. B. The top layer of sedimentary rock. C. The middle layer of sedimentary rock. D. The bottom layer of sedimentary rock. Question 19. What materials does radiometric dating use to determine the age of objects? A. Fossils. B. Isotopes. C. Tree rings. D. Rock layers. Question 20 has the following table. Isotope, uranium-238, half-life 4.5 billion years. Isotope, uranium-235, half-life 704 billion years. Potassium, and that is potassium-40, 1.3 billion years. The question states which statement best explains why these isotopes can be used to date rocks. A. They are all rare isotopes. B. They all decay at set rates. C. They are all large isotopes. D. They are all stable over time. Question 21. Trace fossils always form in soft sediment. Which of these choices describes two kinds of trace fossils? A. Tracks and burrows. B. Shells and bones. C. A bee and beetle in amber. D. Petrified and mummified fossils. Question 22. What is the law of superposition? A. Igneous rock is older than nearby sedimentary rock, which is older than nearby metamorphic rock. B. Sedimentary rock layer in its original position is older than the layers above it and younger than the layers below it. C. Metamorphic rock is older than nearby sedimentary rock because sedimentary rock is deposited before metamorphic rock forms. D. The exact age of sedimentary rock layer can be found using the layers above and below it, even if the layers are not in their original positions. Question 23. The diagram shows layers of sedimentary rock that have not moved from their original positions. Which layer or layer is older than layer 3? A. Only 1. B. Only 4. C. Layer 1 and 2. D. Layer 2 and 4. Question 24. The diagram below shows rock layers that have shifted due to a fault. According to the law of cross-cutting relationships, which of the following is the oldest? A. The fault. B. Rock 1. C. Rock 2. Or D. Layer 1. Essay question. The rock cycle describes how rocks change. What two conditions must be present for either igneous rock or sedimentary rock to change into metamorphic rock? Essay question 2, number 26. The diagram below shows the 5 physical layers of the Earth. Identify the layer representing the asthenosphere and describe what activity happens in the asthenosphere.